What's up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes. And this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny.
I'm trying to be nice.
Black said we got two Americans.
Say to my brother Black, man, I think you could be a preacher. I ain't never heard somebody that use a curse word and then read a scripture right after.
So let me state for the record, I am a misogynist. You know,
Pull out the card, Doc. He's
and I'm a chauvinist as well. Anybody who knows me knows that.
That's right. That is
Now I can go back to minding my own business. Either that boy is Benjamin Button or somebody lying.
And listen, and that boy may be mentally 12, but he's 34.
You bad boy, you don't do it again.
I'll let Black articulate a little bit better than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's good for the soul. It's like medicine, right?
Yeah, for real.
That's all I gotta say. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like it.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
I'm a little rusty. Hey, y'all. It's good to see y'all, everybody. Carl, what's going on? I ain't gonna waste time because listen, it is September. And as Earth, Wind, and Fire say, do you remember 25th year in September? Yes, sir. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Oh,
What's
man.
happening? Good Friday.
Good to see y'all, man. Everybody's here feeling fine, and it is a fine Friday because football is on. So I'm too excited to see all the fantasy losers and winners, and I mean, well, it is what it is. But always good to see our family. Carol, good to see you, and all y'all popping on in here. Thank y'all for
What's
joining.
up, CC?
What's up,
Yes. So we'll get this thing started the way we normally do. If we say something you like and love, always feel free at the bottom. See our Cash App. You send us a little bit, and that's how we do. I'm not gonna. Hey, Brittany, there she is.
Hey, what's up, Brittany?
Listen, Brittany. Everybody's drinking, so feel free. I know you are too.
hey, brother Brendan, we might have to tell baby girl this ain't Monday no more. She talking about happy Monday. Where the hell she been drinking? This is Friday.
Oh yes, no.
The baby girl in the opening. I think she been sipping a little bit of the bubbly because she's saying happy Monday. Like, yo, it's Friday.
Okay, well I'll tell her. I fired her a long time ago. We'll tell her. We'll tell her. All right. Well, listen, y'all, we're gonna get started. I can't keep up with the politics because it's just too much to talk about. And I just want to let y'all know that Donald Trump is still in office, and that he did not leave us. I don't know what in the world. How do we get to the place, man, where we thought that the internet can tell us that the president is gone? Are we just really that in need of information first, y'all? I'm sure there are plenty of people that would like for that to happen, but I mean, Black, why was that such a big deal so quickly?
Well, art imitates life. He does have some health issues that I truly believe that they are hiding. He showed up with different marks on his hand, lumps under his clothes, his ankle. He has some condition, I do truly believe, he's never revealed his true health. Anybody that tells you he's in perfect health, this, that, and the other. Now, whether that's wishful thinking or not, right. But I also predict that he won't make it through his full 4 years.
You did say that. I mean, sister, at the end of the day, I just really feel like what this is leading us to is a snowball effect of we just not gonna know what to trust anymore. That reality is not going to be reality. What you think?
I think AI also will allow the White House to see to make us see whatever they want us to see.
Oh yeah.
They could literally change up his outfit, change up words. They can do any type of thing like that. If he is down, unfortunately, he is the president. So I don't think they would ever let him die. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest. But I don't think he'll make it through all 4 years. But I think there'll be something else that they use to take him out, not health. They're gonna make him do something really stupid that he can't come back from.
I don't know if make is even an option. I think he'll do that on his own. So, yeah. Well, I mean, Kenny, at the end of the day, Biden took a lot of flack for his health, and it seems like they have really dodged the bullet with Donald. Like they just keep quiet, right? So, and I just at the end of the day, I don't know, man. But what's your thoughts, brother? Just how the reality is no longer reality.
Like you say, I really know I don't care about
no problem,
Jerome Trump. I wish the dude would take a dirt nap. I do.
Good Lord.
Like sooner rather than later, me personally. But it's up to I know his MAGA people and all that, no matter what he does, he's still the king and their God. But I don't even try to pay attention to Donald Jerome Trump.
Hey, I'm telling you, the J could stand for so much, but we won't even go there. I'll just say that. We could just go down the line. But at the end of the day, y'all, I think his people are not really happy with him. But I'm just really interested to see how this all this is going to end up playing out here in the next 6 months, because it ain't looking good, man. But anyway, I don't get into all that. So hopefully next week we'll be able to kind of touch on a little bit more, hone in on a little bit more things that have hit recently, because it's just he bombards us with so much. It's just impossible to deal with all this stuff. Yeah, I know, Kenny already with the dirt naps. All right, so yeah. I just wanted to follow up on a point Lee Black makes quite often, and I guess we finally got a chance to see it happen. The black dollar saved Red Lobster.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently, Red Lobster is giving thanks to the black dollar because it's no longer in bankruptcy. So, Black, I'll let you have first dibs at this one, because this is right up your alley, brother. You said that people can think things can change if the black dollar would move.
Not only did it save Red Lobster, the CEO, or whatever his role is, COO of Target, had to step down as well.
Yes.
Because of the economic push we did. I hope this is a wake-up call that I say this, I've been saying this a long time. For us to be the smallest demographic in this country, we spend the most disposable cash of any other demographic. And if we just truly recognize our economic power, that's where you hit them where it hurts. So Red Lobster was damn near buried.
Yeah.
But through its connections with the black culture, folks, do you know, in my seafood place now, my damn farmers market, they want $29.99 for my snow crabs, because them sons of bitches said Red Lobster is taking all the snow crabs. An alternative, because they're back in swing and they're buying it in bulk. So I had to find an alternative. So I called Kroger out there, folks. And for the game yesterday, $9.99, I bought them up.
Sister, does that ring a bell now? Are we really believing that this fat meat's gonna get greasy now?
Oh, I think that it just tells me we spend too much damn money on that.
That's what we exactly do.
And I went there and got that damn boil in the bag, and I'm not gonna say nothing bad, but let me just say, y'all do whatever the hell y'all want to do.
She ain't right.
Support him, I guess, because I gave him 2 chances and I was pissed. I wanted to go off on everybody in that restaurant. I just feel like the boil in the bag, it's been around so long and so popular for so long that all they have to do is mimic the successful ones and the way everybody else do it. But they don't, I shouldn't have to want to bring no goddamn seasoning, salt, and garlic salt, and pepper, and they ain't got no king crab. It just ain't.
My goodness. Hey, Miss Toria. We'll get to them in just a minute.
Hey, what's up, Miss Toria? How you doing?
Yeah, she knew they were gonna lose, but she
No, we wasn't. That game was stolen. If we would have got them two flags called like they were supposed to, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying.
Hey, we'll wait for all that. Hold on, just hold your horses, honey, please. But good to see you, man. Kenny, to the point though. Here's a reality: because black dollars do spend so much unnecessary money, that's why we're not gonna have enough to last us through retirement, because we just don't know how to save, right? I mean, that's our problem. But what you think, man? You think? Yeah, go ahead.
I think we have gotten a little bit more educated when it comes to saving and retirement and playing, the stock market. I really do. But we still got some that still want to be ghetto fabulous. Obviously, they all have them, and it ain't just us, but but we talking about us. But it's interesting with Red Lobster, because I have to say that was my first job out of high school. I worked at Red Lobster.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you go back and tell them how to do that shit again.
and it's interesting to listen to people talk about the seafood bag and all that. They wasn't doing all this stuff when I started working there, and I always thought that their seafood was overpriced and overrated. And so, and I thought it then. I'm talking about almost 40 years ago. So, but I love to see the brother bring it back, though. I'm not, I definitely want to see a brother that can resuscitate a dying business like Red Lobster and bring it back. So, I think we should support him. Now, if you asking me, am I going to Red Lobster? Hell no, I ain't going to eat no damn Red Lobster. I didn't been there, done that. But I support from the sideline. I got my pom poms and cheerleading them on.
Yes, for sure.
Keith Lee black ass. That's who I'm mad at. Keith Lee.
Is he? Y'all think he? Okay, well maybe he was.
Well, that's who I saw eating it, and so then I took my ass up there, and I should have.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Food is subjective, so I don't take everybody's taste buds, but I will say that congratulations. Definitely to Red Lobster, and maybe there is some truth to that black dollar. But again, we are like a broke clock. We only gonna be right at least twice a day. We're not gonna get. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
Oh man, Lamb the end of the chat. What's up, brother Lamar?
Yeah, man. So listen, we're gonna get this thing real live now. But I at the end of the day, I'll say this for us. I want us to just really take this opportunity and just see if we can find other avenues to try to support each other and do things, man, to help us out, because apparently we are making a change, and so we just got to believe in it. So all right, well, sounds good to me, but y'all know me, we don't take the ship up too far, because we always got to go downhill from there. So more harm than help. Lee Black, I thought about you when I saw this story. Apparently, a young lady has invented condoms that can alert those who put them on and put them places to identify STDs.
Hold on, I'm lost.
Okay.
It turned green or something?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so apparently the condom is translucent, and when you put it on, if it enters a canal and it comes out a certain color, then it tells you the type of STD that the person.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wait a minute. Wait. This is my question to y'all about this, right? I don't know if that will do more harm than good, because if you putting that thing on and then it start coming out, party's over, right?
Yeah, it depends on who you talking to.
Yeah. Okay, well, Lee Black, start us off. Since you, if you knew, you put it on, and now it's again, if it's purple and that give you chlamydia or something, you gonna keep going?
All my years of out here being a rock star, them nasty no good bitches ain't never asked me to put no condom on, ever. And I have a big freaking bowl of them. They sitting in plain sight. Them nasty hoes ain't asked for nothing. And here in Atlanta, where now they on PrEP and Doxy. Well, let me tell you something. We just had Labor Day, which I call the beginning of sissy season here in Atlanta.
Ooh.
Labor Day is the beginning of sissy season. Every hole was plastered up around this mother hubber. And it's all leading to October, to Black Gay Pride here. And they ain't gonna give a good goddamn about what colors come out. The colors gonna come out as shit because it's going into them stinking nasty doogie holes.
Good night.
All right. He always got to make a left, right? I mean, sister, okay, you work in the medical field. I don't know if this is really, can this help?
I don't believe it, first of all. And second of all, I wanted, when he's slipping on his little wing, for it to turn colors depending on what his ass got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed, if he got the gonorrhea, it need to turn green. He got chlamydia, it need to turn blue. Like, I needed to show him his ass too. And if it turns colors once you go in her, what difference it make? You got a condom on, you're already there. What's the point of taking it off at that point? You got
right.
That's more important if you're going to have unprotected sex, not protected sex.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to get a Q-tip that you stick up in there and it'll tell you if something going on. But I need a Q-tip to stick in his little pee-pee hole too to see what going to shoot out of that little stinking mustache penis.
Yo, boy.
I knew he was gonna eat.
You already, Brittany, you already knew.
I did. That's why I brought it to the family, because I just knew. I mean, Kenny. I mean, listen. I understand it. I just don't think it's gonna go far because, again, people don't want to operate in the truth, right? They want to just be left alone, and they don't want to have no accountability. This is too much accountability, right?
Yeah, man, that's too much, man. And by the time he didn't stuck his spoon in the pot, he ain't trying to pull out. He could care less if it turned rainbow colors.
Yeah.
It's going down at that point. So I'm like, yeah, I get the concept, but the nobody's gonna go by that. Nobody's gonna. Yeah.
And that's the reality, right? You kind of know who is and who ain't nasty. Well,
yeah.
No, you don't.
Okay, you're right. You don't.
Yeah, because the ones that you don't think is nasty be nasty.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why Houston is like one of the highest STD places around right now, because people look normal.
Right.
Golly, man. Yeah. I just, again, do I believe that she did something? I don't know. But I understand the concept, but yet and still, I believe it's much to do about nothing, because ain't nobody gonna buy it because they don't want to find out. And at that point, it just put your finger. Okay,
I already know Lamar was getting ready to go
male birth control pills. That's what they need to be pushing.
What?
They got birth control pills now for men, so that you can control whether or not you make a baby.
I'm in favor of that.
I'm cool with that.
That's what needs to be pushed.
Yeah, I agree. I'm cool with that.
Especially if you like a basketball player, you got a lot of money, and the hoes coming out of every, what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I'm in favor of that.
Put them on male birth control. I think that's more helpful than that, because most STDs, let's be honest, especially the stuff that make you itch and burn, you can take a pill and that'll go away. Them goddamn hollering ass babies, you stuck with them.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true right. That.
Okay.
And Real Estate Insider, just a funky smell. That ain't gonna stop. That stop the whole shape. First of all, my brother. Sometimes you want it nasty, and Devin ain't gonna agree with this, but pretty much most of them hoes got a little smell to it anyway.
Hell to the no.
You need to tell them to email me or send me a DM. I can tell them what to do to get rid of that smell. And 24 times, so nobody be walking around smelling like sardines. There ain't no point in all of that.
It's degrees to this game, Lady D.
My
See,
goodness.
there's a difference between musty and funky. I'll take a little must. You can put a fan behind you and blow that funk back in their own face, but
I'm sick of that.
I'm sick of you. Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, y'all. It's been a while since we've been here, so we got a lot.
It's 20 minutes in, and we already got off the rail. Oh boy.
All right. Well, listen. I can only give y'all the information. Y'all do with it what y'all want with it, if you will. But it is. So anyway, so y'all have information. All right. Listen, y'all. I know y'all love him because that's the only reason we're here. It's his time, brother Kenny.
What up?
A lot of sports going on. It's football season now, baby. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's my time of the year, man. There's been a lot going on since we've been on live. So this is going to be our freestyle sports segment.
Okay.
Kind of let you guys talk about some things that you've seen that you want to talk about. But first, we got to address that Thursday night game last night between the NFC East rivals, the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And we do got a game going on right now on YouTube. So if you got YouTube, you can watch this game free. The Chiefs and the Chargers are playing right now. And the Chargers are up 6. They just scored. So it's 7-0 Chargers over the Chiefs. They are playing in Brazil. So if you got YouTube, you can watch this game for free. But we got to talk about them Cowboys and the Eagles last night. We all know the big story around the Cowboys has been Michael Parsons is no longer a Cowboy. And
yes.
Welcome.
Oh, I forgot.
Young fella, welcome to the real America's team.
Oh my
thank you. So anyway, that's been the chatter, but we'll talk about that later. But the game last night, let me be honest with you, I couldn't watch the whole game. Obviously, I work overnights, but the first half, the Cowboys looked pretty damn good offensively. I have to say, Dak looked good.
Yes, he did.
I thought he was throwing great passes. I thought the running game was pretty solid too. But then we had the Jalen Carter spitting in Dak's face, well, almost spitting in his face, and that was a whole nother turn. But again, the Cowboys end up coming up short 24-20. I thought they actually played well overall. I wasn't expecting them to win that game, but it was close. So I'd like to start with my good brother Lee Black. What was your thoughts on last night's game, the Eagles and the Cowboys?
Bravo. I posted this to the NFL to roll out their first game. Excellent. You couldn't have asked for better to kick off their season, 2 division rival teams, and it wasn't a blowout. The Cowboys played magnificent. I'm gonna go and give it credit where it was due, and they almost pulled it off. Had Lamb not CeeDee Lamb not dropped a few balls, but Dak looks magnificent. I love that they came to play. They showed up, and with nothing else going on, the ratings had to be through the roof. I didn't check them today, but
I'm sure.
Brilliant way to start the season.
Lady D, and we'll talk about our picks when I get out of here. Lady D, you were the only one in the group. Obviously, I knew you was gonna pick the Cowboys. What was your thoughts on the game? Just your thoughts.
I picked the Cowboys just because I had to. That I think they were going to win. If I'm being honest, I didn't. They did much better than I thought. Because let's be honest, we hadn't won a Super Bowl since VHS, and they played against a Super Bowl winning team. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we played as well as we did, I was quite impressed. I feel like we lost the game on technical, like fumbles and little stuff. It's not because they were playing like 8th graders. You know what I'm saying? So I felt pretty good about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. The fact that we only lost by that amount, I was impressed.
Brother Brenton, your thoughts, Cowboys or Eagles?
Man, I was actually bowling in the league, so I was watching on a really small screen. So, but it was good. I think they exceeded a lot of people's expectations, but at the same time, it's almost that carrot dangling in front of that donkey. Y'all think y'all gonna get a win and you don't, and again, it's just gonna be good enough to keep y'all watching. That's just about all it's gonna be at the end of the day.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, the Cowboys again, they try to get a win next week when they host the Giants. All right. This is my freestyle moment. There's a lot to talk about. We got the Kawhi Leonard situation. Kawhi Leonard with that. The NBA's investigating. Did he get paid under the table by the owner of the Clippers? Again, we got the big Michael Parsons trade that went down that I never saw coming. I just came through. Angel Reese has been suspended by her team for talking bad about her teammates. So it's been a lot going on in sports. So I'm just going to let you guys talk about what caught your eye and what you want to get off your chest. And we start with you, Brother Black. What's your freestyle sports moment?
The Kings Nike commercial is what if you haven't seen it, he has a new Nike commercial where the voiceover is talking about how he's vanquished every rival, toppled every opponent, and he's putting a crown on his head. Let me be clear. I actually love and respect LeBron James as a person, as a man. Yes. I think his representation for the league has been great. He's not perfect or anything like that, but I love that he speaks up as a man. In this GOAT debate, for me, this is his problem, and it saddens me that he don't have the right people in his corner. It was so tone deaf to come out with that commercial, and I think it was strategic because he knows that the NBA season is about to kick off, and who of all people is now about to show up on the scene? The true GOAT, Michael Jordan, is going to be a prognosticator, and he's working so overtime to try to supplant him and try to rewrite history and things like that. And he's getting killed on social media, folks, because there is no way you can pronounce yourself the king with this commercial that you vanquished when you wasn't even the tops all the time in your own era. Steph Curry whooped your ass. The Mavericks whooped your ass. San Antonio Spurs whooped your ass. They made you quit. If you just shut up and let people say how great you are, true greatness, you're not supposed to have to say it yourself. And I just feel a little is tone deaf. So for his corner, Maverick Carter, the rest of you guys, it's a horrible look.
And I hadn't saw it, so I'm gonna have to check it out. I've read about it, but I hadn't checked it out. And, oh, by the way, the GOAT MJ was at the Eagles Cowboys game last night. If you did not know, well, my GOAT. I always say that because I know LB always say that. All right, Brendan, what's one of these sports stories that caught your eye that you thought? Okay.
Well, you know me, I'm all about behaviors, and the one that caught my eye is what's his name? PJ Washington.
Yeah, with his baby mama drama. Yeah,
I kept hearing Brittany Griner. That ain't her name.
No, Brittany Renner.
Yes, whatever. Yeah, man. It just that what it say? More money, more problems, man. It just don't matter, man. That just he just signed like $90 million extension and all of that kind of carrying on, and it's just like, bruh. I mean, man, I don't even know who this Brittany Renner is. Like, is she a model or something? I don't know.
She was I think she was like an IG.
IG hoe. Yeah, internet hoe.
Yeah, IG big time. That's how she made her thing.
Well, okay. But I just feel like, man, at the end of the day, man, this is why you ain't worried about trying to chase that money, man, because them problems going to follow you, and they're going to get a lot, man. At least Jay-Z told y'all he got 99-1, but okay. And PJ got the one that Jay-Z ain't got a problem with. So again, I just think that right there, man, that really puts a damper on just like we talk about black love, man. Just horrible. Anyway, yeah.
Lady D, what what caught your attention as far as sports wise?
Well, my major concern when watching the game was the fact that the Crypt Keeper got rid of Parsons. Every time they would pan to his old ass, I was like, how's he even still here? Because the dude talking about he had stage 4 cancer and survived. Don't nobody survive no damn stage 4 cancer. I think that's his clone. I think the motherfucker died 15 years ago, but the family won't tell the truth and they won't overthrow that clone and he is sitting up in there. I mean, it don't make any sense. It's like he almost don't want to win. It's like he a damn gimmick, like he does shit for attention, and he got a contract with somebody in CIA or somebody to make sure the Cowboys always goddamn lose. I think I saw him push somebody in the damn end zone a couple times to help him make a touchdown. It just don't make me damn. I can't stand that damn thing. I don't know how he's still here. Him and Donald Trump need to crawl into their goddamn cave of theirs and you know and just get right with God. I'm just sick of them. I don't wish no death on nobody because Karma get my ass, but I'm sick of his Crypt keeping ass, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why he would let that go when his team already wasn't great to start with. I think he feels like he makes more money when he loses.
Yes.
He's afraid he's going to not be the highest paid team anymore.
Yeah. Wow. And it's interesting you brought that up. If you haven't watched the Netflix docuseries, America's Team, The Gambler, I check it out. I watched it. I binge watched it, and it was really good, believe it or not. And it answered some questions about his relationship with Jimmy that I was like, okay, I see why these two wasn't feeling each other for a while, because they both was their ego. They was, about taking credit for stuff. But anyway, if you haven't watched it, check it out. It's really good to watch. Yeah, my thing is, I'll be honest with you, this Shannon Sharp, Ray Lewis thing caught my attention. I hadn't really done anything on it, but Ray Lewis, you know, what's that saying? Keep your enemies close, and I can't remember what they say.
Friends
Closer and your enemies closer.
Yep.
And Ray Lewis said some things about Shannon Sharp and what he's doing on a podcast that I thought, if y'all was homies, damn, I wouldn't want you to be my friend, because you pretty much kind of said you threw me out in the streets, you know, considering I supported you when you was facing some murder issues. I was right. But anyway, so that's a big story that's kind of been, you know, people have been talking about. But obviously, y'all know I'm a Packers fan, so y'all know I was all on this Parsons thing. So that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But we got to talk about our NFL pick 3. We got to talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing TFG tonight again. Our NFL pick 3, where I pick 3 games. We all pick whoever's going to win, and whoever has the best record at the end of the season will win a little lunch money on your boy Kendrick, the sports guy. Right now, we just started, so we're going to be doing our picks on Friday. We didn't do it this tonight because we had to do it before because it was a Thursday night game. So I wanted to make sure everybody had their picks in. But next Friday, we will be doing our picks for week 2. So far right now, well, you know, we had the Cowboys and the Eagles. Devin was the only one picked the Cowboys. Brenton Black and myself picked the Eagles. So she's already down in the loss column. So we'll see what happens. The other games, the Lions at the Packers is on Sunday at 3:25 p.m. And the Steelers at the Jets at noon on CBS. Devin picked the Packers. Brenton picked the Lions. Me and Black picked the Packers. The Steelers at the Jets. Devin picked the Steelers. Brenton picked the Steelers. Black picked the Jets, and I picked the Steelers. So those are the rest of our pick 3. Then we had the results next Friday. So
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I, you know, it's my show, so I can add a little something else to it. But I just want, again, what you talked about with that America's team. You know, what really so funny to me, man, is because, you know, we from Texas. And to see the way Jerry Jones came into Texas and how the people hated him, but, you know, all those years later, they began to love him. It just reminds me of how Donald Trump is moving in this country, man. Again, these rich people, these rich white people, man, can do whatever they want to do. And, man, that dude said he spent all his money. And he said, I know how to borrow money. And that's what they do, man. They just use this power to their advantage, man. And, again, if people just let them do what they want to do. Right. Anyway, so it's just interesting, man, to see these dynamics of how rich white men just really move. And so I found that interesting. All right. Well, thank you, sir. We sure appreciate that. And like I said, as we get more and more into doing this more consistently, we'll be able to focus our attention on less things. Right. So, all right. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to kind of talk to AI for just a second. And one reason I like talking to AI is because a lot of times when somebody brings up a conversation, it kind of puts a stigma on them, because if you ask a certain question, they're almost automatically perceive you in some type of way. And so sometimes when we ask questions, if you start the question off, people will kind of look at you. But I said, well, if we ask the internet, I mean, it's objective, right? There's no issue here. So we can ask the internet and then go from there. And nobody should get in their feelings about it, because we're just going to talk about it. So I thought we would ask AI a few questions. I'm going to get back to us, but I started with the ladies this time. And I wanted to find out the misconception about submissive women, because I believe everybody defines terms differently. And so when it comes to mine, Devin, on its surface, what's a submissive woman or a wife in your opinion? Is there I know I'm not going to ask if it's a negative connotation, because it's a stigma. But to you, what does that say to you?
It's people make it negative. I think on the surface, when you don't make it negative, I'll just say it's a woman that lets her man lead the household, and lead the family, and put, you know what I'm saying? I think that's simply it.
Yeah, Black, what you thinking, man? As far as again, I know people, like Devin said, they make it negative, but if you would just look at it objectively, what do you view a submissive woman to be like?
I agree with Lady D. It's gotten a bad rap. It makes me think of the movie Malcolm X, Spike Lee's movie, and how when Malcolm came out, and when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad would say something, he said, "Yes, sir, I submit." That word dredges up negative connotations, but it doesn't mean that. So when I think of a submissive woman, it's just somebody who's willing to say, I hear what you're saying, and I respect your opinion enough that I'll follow you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kenny?
No, I think Brother Black and Lady D hit it on the head. I think, again, like you say, it's got a negative connotation, but it's never meant to be. It wasn't meant to be negative, especially if the hierarchy of the way the family order was set up. That's what it was meant. As long as the man is leading, and guess what? He's leading by God. Yeah, I think that's what that means, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's a religious perspective. So again, those that are not religious,
they won't see it that way. Right, exactly.
Yeah. And so in that moment, like for me, I look at submission as a choice, as Black was talking about. But again, and that's a person, because you have people that submit to all. We all submit to a job, right? You submit to the police. So again, when we talk about the behavior, and then we tie it to a woman, but then it takes a life of its own. And so I wanted to ask AI what it thought about it. And so I asked it, our normal 3 questions. And so I want to get you guys' opinion about what the artificial intelligence has to say. So number 1, it says one of the biggest misconceptions is that a submissive woman lacks strength or independence. That submissive means weakness. It says in reality, many women who identify as submissive are confident and assertive in their lives. They may choose submission as a reflection of their personal beliefs, desires, or relational dynamics, rather than an indication of any personal weakness. This choice can require a high level of emotional intelligence and strength, as it often involves navigating complex dynamics and maintaining clear communication. Sister, what you thinking?
I agree. I actually agree with everything you just said.
Yeah. I mean, Kenny, how you hear it?
I think AI was on point with that one. I totally agree with that.
Right. So we the problem, right, Black? We the problem.
I don't know if I would say we're the problem.
I'm saying human beings.
Yes. I agree, because I've always been fortunate enough that my best friends have always been women, and I can sit here and tell you, even as of yesterday, I get calls from my female friends all the time. In many cases, they're the more intelligent in the relationship, and I can't tell you how many times they have said to me, I'm tired of making all these decisions. I want to hand the reins over to someone. My sister's been married for 35 years. She has to make some decisions, not out of choice, but because out of necessity. And so it's not that they're weak in any kind of way. I work in education. I personally believe women are high level intelligent, and in many ways that they're open to submit. But Brother Kenny said the right thing. The institution, from my perspective, was set up from a religious perspective, but it's not lost on me that when Adam and Eve got their musty ass put out of the garden, that we as human beings took on a different route from it. And that's why the caveman clubs a bitch across her head and drags her in and say, now do what I say. And that's what we inherit.
Yeah. See, and here for me, this is what this is for me, because you hit the nail on the head for me, Black. It's the who you choose to submit to. And I think therein lies the problem, because a lot of people, and again, because we're speaking about the women, a lot of women are submitting to wrong men. That's the problem. And again, we have to ask ourselves, why are you choosing to submit to that man? Did he earn the right to have you relinquish your behavior in that direction? You know what I'm saying? Again, that's why you got to be clear about who you fooling with. So again, I do believe that yes, there is a biological makeup to this thought process, but at the same time, you won't give your 5-year-old the keys to your BMW. So don't give your submission to an idiot. Okay, all right. So again, I just don't want us to misunderstand that, because then that's where we start seeing this. The drama and the misrepresentation of the word, right? And so, okay. All right. So number 2, it says all submissive relationships are unhealthy or inequitable. And so again, it starts with, again, setting the right foundation about who it is. Another misconception is that all submissive dynamics are based on control, coercion, or an unhealthy power imbalance. However, many consensual relationships that include submission are founded on mutual respect, trust, and clear communication. Again, we gotta be we have to use intellect in how we see these and stop blanketing all relationships as go ahead, Black. I'll let you lead.
Right.
Well, I wanted to comment on that from my own personal experience. You know, all the shit that I talk, don't get it twisted. When I've been in a relationship, my respect for who I'm with as my partner is through the roof. And I always make it known. If I was dating somebody right now and we were living together, this ain't my place. This is her place. You know what I'm saying? When you come here, that's the woman of the house. You know what I'm saying? And so it is a misconception that it's unhealthy. You know, I love playing the role that look behind the scenes. You know, I'm gonna make sure shit keep running and the way it's supposed to run. My job is to make sure the lights and the power stay on. If there's food, if there's gas in the car, this, that, and the other. But I want my partner to be able to shine. And so whoever I've been with, they didn't want for nothing because I feel like that's my role. And that's my shining example of it. So that is a misconception that it's unhealthy and it's about control. It never was.
Yeah. Go ahead, sister. Lamar, may I ask you a question when we get through with this part. Go ahead, Dave.
I think the biggest thing for me is there's a difference between a submissive woman and a dumb hoe. Because a dumb hoe will let an MFer walk in her house with sweaty balls, drawers, and a PlayStation and try to run shit and try to tell you what his goddamn mama said. So I'm saying, so you gotta know the difference between being a dumb hoe and being submissive. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's part of like the misconception. Like, who the hell are you submitted to? He's borrowing your car, bitch. Who are you submitted to? He brought you back your car on E. What the hell are you submitting to?
Yo.
This is a test. This is only a test.
Okay, I did that for me. I got to get myself.
You got to get yourself together. You know, Lady D go.
Man, come on, man.
Boy.
Okay, yeah. I don't.
Excuse
There's
me.
nothing has to be said with her point.
No, nothing. No, I have nothing to follow that with. But my balls ain't sweaty though. I will say that.
Lee Black say something. I'm like them. Okay, anyway, all right. Okay, yes. So that is okay. We are. So to Lamar's point, and if anybody else want to chime, I believe Christianity has a focus, like it's structured. And so, but no, again, like we said, people submit to a lot of things. You submit to when you go to a red light, you stop because the light says stop. So I don't believe that it's exclusive to Christianity. But again, Christianity serves a place because it gives the platform for it to be structured in such a way to be like that. But again, that's another part of the manipulation, the coercion and the control that this thing is talking about when it talks about are all of them inequitable. Again, as Devin stated, while she's talking about the dumb ones, I'm also talking about the ignorant Christians. So y'all, that's a whole nother conversation. All right,
that's a great question, Lamb. And I would say no. I don't think the man has to be Christian, and he don't necessarily have to follow God, but I think he has to be a man of good character, though.
Yes,
I think he has to be a good man of good character.
I'm gonna go a step further. Go ahead, ladies first.
I was gonna say, just because you're a Christian don't mean you ain't a dumb hoe. You just a dumb hoe who fell for the okie doke. I'm serious. I know men who try to be.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get what you're saying.
And he be like, God said, I'm the leader of this person. You can't lead yourself out of a wet paper bag. You dumb. So you can be a dumb hoe and be Christian.
And so I want to add to that, Lamb. I'm a practicing sinner and proud of it. You know, and so I can sit here and tell you it's harder, in my personal opinion, to lead from the perspective of being a Christian. Because when I was a practicing Christian and I knew that I had a head above me, that's a lot of work. I've never remarried because of that. And I'm keeping it funky with you. I'm keeping it a buck, as they say, because trying to lead from that perspective, I know that there were tenets that I had to follow. It's much easier to find the dumb hoes who would follow me into oblivion to be honest with you, because they were willing to be led, whether I was a good leader or not. Now, I would like to think that I'm a pretty decent leader, but to Lady D's point, now, although my mattress ain't on the floor and shit like that, I was leading from the perspective of how it benefited me. And so Christianity had nothing to do with it. My most wicked day of bitches coming over, getting on their knees, praying, and I ain't talking about to God, was on a Sunday.
Okay, yes. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Again, the family is asking, what is Black and Devin drinking on? Because
man, hey.
I mean, my goodness, because they're just
hey, it don't even take nothing for them to drink. They gonna go in anyway. Real talk.
Touche. Yes, sir. Okay, so let me add this point to this take. So I want people to definitely, again, to your point, no, you don't have to be Christian, but don't put Christian values on a person that don't believe that way either. Like, y'all gotta stop mixing this stuff up, man. Like, find if you gonna date a Muslim, don't hit them with that Bible, because they're gonna hit you with that Quran. So again, y'all can't keep doing. Okay, I'm just saying, like,
and that's a whole other topic, because that's about being equally yoked now.
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So good. All right. Last one. It says, this is really interesting. It says submission is inconsistent with feminism. I don't know where this thing is going with this one, but okay. Some people believe that. Okay. Well, good. Well, I'll let you go first. Some people believe that being a submissive woman contradicts feminist ideas. It says, suggesting that submission equates to placing oneself below men or accepting traditional gender roles uncritically. It says, however, feminism encompasses a wide range of beliefs about autonomy and choice. Many feminists support a woman's right to choose her own path, whether that involves traditional role or non-traditional relationships. For some women, embracing submission can be an empowering choice that aligns with their beliefs about gender relationships and personal empowerment. Lee Black.
I get that 1,000%, because the TikTok generation that we're living in, they're running so far to the left of anything traditional. And, their mindset is that, well, I grew up in a household, watched my mother or my grandmother serve my father food, fix his plate, make sure the man get the joker before get the big piece of chicken, this, that, all while he get to do this, that, and the other. So in their own right now, where women are the breadwinners, they're more educated than men now, they're working 2-3 jobs, they're balling, they're sitting on top of the food chain, and from my estimation. And so to submit to a man at this stage, it seems to go against the grain of you giving up some sense of power. Well, I love how AI really brought out the point that it's about choice. You don't have to give up your education, your feminism. It makes you no less of a woman to be able to say, I'm choosing to submit to somebody who's a good leader. But again, it comes down to the part that's missing that Lady D is driving home so well, is that who are you submitting to?
Yeah, right. And because Devin is so passionate about this, y'all know she submits to the Cowboys. And they suck.
What kind of
That's what I'm saying. And she loves them. She will pick them to win, knowing they're gonna lose. So I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, sister, what do you think about this feminism part?
I mean, I agree. I think even like for myself, I present feminine, but I actually show up very masculine in my day-to-day. I have even when I was on vacation, we met a lot of friends, and we talked about the fact that I do come across masculine and they recognized it because they do as well. But they said in seeing me before getting to know me, they thought I would be very just feminine in my everything. And that's just not who I am. But I still have the ability. I don't like to use the word submissive because I get it.
Bad word, yeah.
I get it, but I just, well, no, because I'm one of those people that feel like a couple has to submit to each other.
I agree with that.
I think it's pretty balanced as far as the submissiveness. But I think when a man hears that he has to be submissive, it may attack some of their masculinity, and it has nothing to do with the other. So I can still be submissive, so to speak, but still stand in my masculine.
Yeah. Again, we live in a very toxic country, a male toxic country. So again,
Definitely.
Yeah. So again, we've learned a lot of, again, even Ken, I'm gonna let you have it, but even today, if you watch a cartoon from back in the 60s or the 70s and on these new streaming platforms, they will now put up disclaimers about how things were once viewed then. Like we don't, the views of this cartoon is not what they are today. Blah. So again, we just evolve. So Kenny, what's your point? I mean, your perspective.
I think I think the thing about the submissive part is we always talk about the woman's role in being submissive, but we don't ever talk about the man's part on if he's going to make his woman feel comfortable with being submissive. And I don't think that's addressed enough, because I think I always feel like a good leader, and I'm taking it out of the submissive role. I'm just saying a good leader, if you leading a team or whatever, you're not gonna ask your team to do nothing that you wouldn't do. So I would say that if you're a leader and you're a man and you want to lead your woman, you make sure you make her feel comfortable in her feminine side, but also be enough, be a thinking ahead enough to know that there's going to be some things that I'm not gonna put my lady in a position where she may feel like that I'm being a dictator too. So I think it's a fine line. I think you have to walk, in my opinion.
And that's why I gave my real life example. I didn't pick my home when I got married. It wasn't important enough for me to say I have to be most comfortable. We looked at houses. Maybe I could live in a box.
Right.
What do you like? She chose the home that she liked. What colors the rooms got painted. All I asked for in that fucking house was give me a room. Give me a room where I can go close the door and be in my own space. But other than that, she picked that. And again, when people came to the house, to your point, Lady D, that was my level of submissiveness. This is not my house in a sense. Of course, it's my house. But my thing is, well, do you have any blankets? Ask her. You know what I'm saying? You know, can I stay here? Ask my wife. Is it okay if I was bringing somebody home, baby, is it okay if I invite such and so over, because is that going to interrupt your plans? So that's the thing, you know. So so while I didn't use the word submissive, Lady D, it was a form of that, to always make a decision with her in mind. Whatever I'm going to do, how is it going to impact her and how she feels? That was my mindset. And that shit is hard. I take my hat off for you two to be able to do that. I'm living my selfish life now, because that's very difficult.
All right. Well, I think we struck a nerve, so I'm gonna start with his last comment, and I'll work my way backwards. He said, "I ain't saying I agree with my last statement, because you just said a lot, brother. So let me see." He says, "No one."
Yeah. Okay. Well, damn.
Okay, because you done said a lot, so I'm gonna let him get. I just want y'all to. I'm gonna give his little point up front, because here it is. It says, "No one ever questions a man's chivalry and protection. A man is always expected to open doors, check the house when they hear a noise, etc." He says, "A man's chivalry has never been up for debate, but a woman's submission is always on the docket to discuss." And then he says, "I don't think you can be a proper Christian as a woman and not be submissive. The Bible don't care nothing about a woman's voice and career and feelings." Laugh out loud. And again, this is what he said. So that is a conversation that, you know, me, you can definitely have, but I ain't finna do that.
But brother Lamb, I agree with the first part. The second part, I do believe that as a proper Christian, there is an order. Kenny said it again. If you're talking Christian,
right? The Christian.
But when you said the Bible don't care nothing about, the Bible is filled with examples of many powerful women that Ruth, Esther, Sarah, Rachel, that were shining examples of God caring.
But I will say this, because again, we're talking about equity. So again, as y'all are talking about this hierarchy in the Bible, I want to be 100% clear there is a submission that the Bible gives as a prerequisite to the man, that as he submits to the Lord.
Right.
That's what I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah. But I'm just making sure that everybody's not assuming
Right.
that it's just an automatic. No, it's he has submitted to Christ first. So again,
Exactly.
that's a whole different conversation now. She said, "Oh, now, yeah. Don't worry, it's all good. I ain't going there."
Don't get me wrong. I could go there. We all in trouble because of that nasty bitch Eve.
Hey, you know what? Let me drink out my damn cup. I'm seeing
okay. There it is. Good. All right. Well, great conversation. Thank you, AI, for all that information. And we will get on the men next week. We're gonna talk about the misconception of being an alpha male, because I believe there is some misconception about this. She said, "I'm so glad my brother is on." Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, every year the dictionary comes up with the word of the year, right? I think we already got a winner. And I just want to introduce it to y'all sooner than later, because y'all gonna swear I didn't call it before it get here. So what you say, dip out now? No, he ain't going nowhere. Brother. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He
said he gonna dip out.
Who's saying they dip? Oh, he dipping out.
He said just kidding. He said he just kidding.
Okay, man. You better stick your ass in there.
Right, yeah. Don't get talking and tipping out now. Yeah. Spoken. All right, so listen, y'all. Word of the year. I want to introduce y'all to the word of the year 5 months before it even get here. Y'all check this video out.
Auntie Bev here with another word to help you build your vocabulary. The word is trumpery. Yes, it's a real word. I kid you not. Look it up in the dictionary. Trumpery is a noun, and it means it looks good, it's showy, but it's worthless. Now, trumpery has French roots, and in French, it means deceit. Using trumpery in a sentence, I would say, Diana was so excited when she received her engagement ring from Carl, but it turned out to be trumpery because he purchased it at the dollar store. Or, the big, beautiful bill recently passed by Congress may be awesome to some, but to others, it's nothing more than trumpery. Trumpery. It looks good, but it's worthless.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much, Auntie. You gotta love black women, don't you? It's a real word.
I'll be damned if I looked it up on the spot. It says attractive articles of little value or use, showy but worthless. I'll be damned if it's not a real word.
Listen, TFG tonight is here to educate everybody. So y'all understand, they'll take that to your nearest water cooler, your nearest break room on Monday. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that is a real word. And MAGA needs to hear it.
That was good.
Wow. I ain't gonna sit up here and say we knew that, but ain't that wait, that's something interesting. That
was good.
Wow. Ironic that word would be that for that man.
Right, exactly.
Really showing how trumpery he really is. Miss Tori, I'm telling y'all, ain't it amazing?
Wow.
So, yeah,
yes,
bro.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. See, you see what this show do for us? It take us to the next level. Yes, sir. Now listen, you lose your job, you're on your own. But I just don't come see me. All right. Well, listen, y'all. She's back, and always a pleasure to see her. And I don't know why she ain't shame having that shirt on, but we'll see. Wait till they 0-4.
Whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, as I was minding my business, as I always do, I came across some clips of my girl. I don't know if y'all have been following or hearing about Cardi B's most recent trial that she won. Cardi B was taken to court recently because some security guard from 2021 said that Cardi B scratched her and gave her PTSD and hurt her feelings because she cussed her out and sued her for $24 million and actually went to court and went through several days of trial about it. Cardi B is hilarious. The things that she was saying about this lady, it was just gold. But what I wanted to ask you guys is, Should there be some new law put in place or some new order put in place that says you can't just sue a celebrity frivolously for like $25 million for nothing, and without a consequence if you lose, to where they could actually countersue you and also get money in return? I want to know what y'all think. Ken, what you think about that one?
I definitely think it should be something in place, because we've seen this for decades with frivolous lawsuits against celebrities. I mean, just this one with Cardi B, I heard it today. They were talking about it on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and I didn't realize. I mean, Cardi B was like, went in like, yo, I work hard to build my brand and to work, and then I got to take time out of my work, and I've lost money because I got to go answer to these frivolous charges, and then I don't get compensated. But then the person that files the lawsuit walks away scot-free, doesn't get any type of reprimand. So I definitely agree that it should be something like that, just like this lady that tried to sue Uncle Shannon, Club Shay Shay, and Chad Ochocinco, the woman at the Usher concert. That should have been thrown out from the jump. So yeah, I think if you're going to file these lawsuits against celebrities, you better have your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because if you're just trying to get a money grab, I think they should be prosecuted. I think they should be locked up, in my opinion.
All right. Black, because she went to trial with this wide back hoe, she ended up missing her kids' first day of school.
That's what I'm talking about.
Multiple lawyers. She was getting hair and makeup and stuff done every day. So it cost her so much money. So at a minimum, do you feel it would have been fair for her to pay all of those fees and her suffering?
Yep.
So no, because her changing her looks and all that's on her. That's a part of her brand, to make sure she looks flawless, and she literally has a team to do all that. She's funny as hell. I love Cardi B. And after she won, she even alluded to the fact that she's going to take it easy. She already won. She's not going to take it any further. But I don't think the person should have to pay for that part of it, as far as what you do to glam yourself up. But what I do wish would happen is more of the celebrities would retaliate. See, where we just talked about how being submissive gets a bad rap, there's a healthy benefit to being petty as fuck. And if I got that kind of money and you drugged me through that, it wouldn't do for me, because I would make it my personal journey to ruin you. And we just talked about that orange gentleman in office. One thing I respect about him is how he manipulates the law to his benefit. Even when he loses, he ties you up forever, because his feeling is you get paid out of my cold dead hands. But he knows by dragging those entities through courts what it's going to cost you. So in this instance, if I'm Cardi B, this is where you have to take emotion. If you introduce a frivolous lawsuit, she has the money. I would countersue for libel, and knowing that she can't afford it, and I would tie that bitch up in court as long as I can, so that I would make her life miserable. It wouldn't do for me to be rich. I would go after your family, your dog, your ancestry, and your whole fucking name.
Brenton, she said that sumo wrestling looking lady looked like she could secure the whole building, and accuse 130-pound Cardi B of assaulting her, and the lady was like taking pictures of her and just doing inappropriate things, not considering the fact that she is a celebrity. Do you think it should be fair for a judge to hear the case beforehand and say whether it's even worth taking it, if like hearing all the details before? Because I've never met, let me think of a huge celebrity, Oprah Winfrey, in my life. But I could literally today say I saw Oprah at the Quick Trip and she threw a banana at me. And now I'm just sad for the rest of my life. And if she would have to either choose to settle with me or go to court with me to prove that I'm lying, do you feel that that's fair?
And the words of my Capricornian brother, fair is where they judge the pigs. And so again, this for me, it wouldn't be America if we didn't do it like this. and I'm gonna explain to you why. Because Black brings up a great point about Trump. Even with the Epstein survivors, right? They want to name names that the courts are refusing to let go or to release. And so one of the girls was like, but they were already afraid. And then, fortunately, out of the blue, Marjorie Taylor Greene says, well, I'll name the names, because they can't name the names because the rich folks would just sue them into poverty. That's what America does, right? And they would sue them until they were homeless, because that's how the system works. So again, unfortunately, that's how the system works. And so that's why rich people put themselves away from poor people, because they don't want to find themselves in that position. And if for some reason somebody get a hold of something, and you finally look up, then that's what you do. But unfortunately, this is the capitalistic effect of this country. Everybody's going to try to take advantage of somebody. And the rich people will sue the socks up. As Blee Black says, that if he ever become rich, woe to all of those that hate him. That's just what I'm saying. So he already understands. So unfortunately, it's just the way it is. And then if you got enough money, that's why it scares you. Again, powerful men. Again, this Me Too movement. Anyway, I don't get into all that. But so to your point, yes, I think it is what it is, because again, it works in favor of both sides, in my opinion, because other than that, how would people get justice? I don't know. The courts is just a kangaroo anyway right now. So what does it matter?
Right, definitely.
Well, I think Cardi B has demonstrated that she is somehow even more petty than I am.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't have Cardi B funds, right? So when Cardi B, after that trial, said she's over it, y'all leave her alone, don't bother her, I don't believe Cardi B. I believe that she is going to find a way to make that lady's life miserable. Because I would find two or three crackheads to figure out where she lived, where she trying to work, what she trying to do, and I would have them torture her ass. Don't hurt her, don't harm her, just make her miserable. Every time she come outside, 3 tires are on flat. Every time she try to go to work, somebody peed on her desk. Like, do something to make her miserable for the same amount of time for every dollar that you spent. So now I'll wait for the pettiness to start, because I know it's Cardi, and I'm gonna mind my business while she do it.
Well, thank you, man. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, what up, Craig? What's happening?
Yeah, always. Yeah, listen, I see Devin struck a nerve because everybody had something to say on that one.
I saw that too.
Again, and everybody has different opinions about it. So again, until y'all get your own money, I guess we'll just agree to disagree. All right. Well, listen, y'all. It's Black Love Series again. I just always look forward to talking to you guys, because y'all push me to just think about so many things that I've never had an opportunity to talk to people about, because I don't like people. So anyway, I just keep it 100, right? I just don't. So again, but I trust y'all, and I trust us having a good conversation about this. But protecting your partner. And again, well, let me ask you this, Kenny, just on site, what does that mean to you? Protecting your partner?
Being just protecting my lady from whatever outside influences that try to get at her. That's okay. That's what I look at it as.
Right. All right. Black, just on top of mind, protecting your partner. What do you think comes to mind for you?
It's a fundamental tenet of being in any relationship for me.
Okay.
It's amazing that when we hear that, the first connotation is to think that it's the masculine role. No, I think that
that darn preacher, I tell you, hold on, preacher. You already ready to get a sermon. Okay,
look out there, crab legs. Watch out, crab legs.
All right, sister, on surface, what do you take from protect your partner?
And from my point of view, it's protecting him from any negativity that could come from people from my side of the world, making sure he's viewed in a good light as much as I can.
Great. See, okay, good, fantastic. So again, yes, this is an equitable partnership when it comes to what I'm referring to as it relates to a relationship. Brittany says, agree with your partner in public, but behind closed doors, tell them what's up. Yeah. So that's where we're going, right? Because again, we cannot say that people are not going to get hurt in relationships. It's just not going to happen. Right. So we're not protecting you from not getting hurt. That's just not going to happen. But it is to protect you from hurting the relationship or bringing hurt to the relationship. So as Black was about to give us a sermon, right? Protection is not just physical. It's not even just from the eye of the beholder. For me, when we talk about protection, again, I'll give an example. A lot of times a person will look at this and say, I want to be protected from you dealing with other people. I don't have an issue with men looking at my woman. I have an issue with a man thinking he's gonna try to get my woman. That's not my issue. So you don't have to protect me from that. But there is things that you need to protect me from. Like, don't let me get upset with other people because I have a temper. Mm-hmm. So again, don't put me in a position where you're gonna have to see me cut up, whether it's your family, your friends. Don't protect me from that, because you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that drive a wedge in my relationship. So I asked this first question, then Black, what is it that you would desire your partner to protect you from?
That's a good question.
Yeah, man.
The easy answer is harm, but it sounds simple, but I keep alluding to the fact that being in a relationship is very it's difficult. It's a lot of hard work, and my marriage ended because I no longer felt protected.
Okay.
The love was still there. We literally split where we still loved each other. It wasn't for infidelity. It was one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make in my life. I made the conscious choice to opt out of the marriage when I no longer felt safe in it. I felt like I was working and going in a direction by myself. We were young and we didn't understand truly. We didn't have anything to lean on but our own understanding, and we took God out of it, of course. And so for me, subsequently, ever since then, I won't stay if I don't feel safe. If you're my partner, I need to feel like, not that you think I'm right in everything. I love what you said about you can't protect me from being hurt. Somebody might curse me out, but I need to know that you got my back in the realest way. And the example you gave, Brenton, is we're somewhere that you see something happen. Brittany says it. Shit, tip me off. Hey, baby, you see what's happening over there? You know me better than anybody else might know me. I need to feel safe with all my secrets, all my inadequacies, my shortcomings, and that you're not going to put me in a position that I'm ever going to be hurt by that. Right. And so I love what Brittany said about that. In public, we're on a united front. Now, behind closed doors, you can say, baby, you was wrong.
And
or, hey, we've done it this way. I need to feel safe with you.
That's protection, right? Correct. Right. You're protecting the person's vulnerability.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. There we go. I just want us to get this, sister. Protecting vulnerability. What vulnerability needs to be protected for you, or however you want to address it?
Yeah, I'd like to use that one, but I can't because I'm not vulnerable with anybody. But
yes, yes, I know you.
Help me protect my peace a little bit. Like if you know me well enough, and you know I'm someone who is non-confrontational, because I don't have a gray when it comes to confrontation. I have 0 to 100. And if you know I don't want to talk about a subject, or I'm one that doesn't like to argue or fight, because sometimes my off switch doesn't work. And don't poke me and say things that, I'm going to deem disrespectful, or I'm going to see as hurtful, because now I feel like you don't care about me and how I feel.
Right.
And then that goes into what you said. Then I can't trust you. I don't feel safe around you, because now I feel like, I'm going to ask, like, do you even like me? Because you don't give a damn how I feel.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, Kenny, it's more. It's not just physical protection. It's emotional protection, right? And that helps to breed trust, right? So what type of protection does Kenny deem valuable?
I would deem my lady not put me in a position where I'm walking into something blind and don't know anything about, i.e. It could be your ex that may still be trying to holler on the side, and he's being a little bit, aggressive, and I'm not knowing, and you're not telling me about that, and then we put me in that type of position where there could be it could be a confrontation that could be life altering. And I think you should definitely let your partners know if there's some situations that you have been in previously, and you need to inform them, hey, this is what, hey, I just want you to know, baby, this is, it ain't what it is, but this person is still, doing that type of thing. And then again, I think Brother Black said this too. I think for men, I think we have to feel like that we can become emotionally naked with you, and you're going to protect that. Because if we don't feel like you're going to protect us, if we try to be open and upfront with you, then that's hard for a lot of men. We ain't going to rock with you like that. And then of course, to trust you, we're not going to trust you too much.
So here's my next question for you guys. Should it be automatically understood? Should it be something that the partner should be observant enough, or should this be a conversation that at least we should know ourselves what to be able to explain to the person? Because again, I'm not telling y'all this to go run and tell your boyfriend for 6 months all the stuff so they can no, this is something.
It gotta be a conversation, because I can't assume my lady knows what I'm talking about. It gotta be a conversation. And then I would say this from the men's perspective. We know some of y'all friends, ladies. I'm gonna give y'all a little dime. A lot of times when your man tell you one of your friends ain't rocking with you, we done picked up on some things, and we trying to protect you from that chick. And I know she may be your best friend for the last 25 years. And y'all used to go have drinks together, woo. But we done picked up on some things like she ain't rocking with you like that. She don't really like you, and she's jealous of you. And I've been in situations like that.
Okay, sister, should it be? At what point should a person get some clarity, or should you know and be able to help that person?
Well, I think that you don't know until that person does something first. Like you notice that they've done something you don't like. I'd be like, hey, just FYI, I'm real big on blah, 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 blah. So could you not do that? Or when you're dating and you talk about your triggers or red flags or things you just can't tolerate, or I feel like sometimes as women, we do a disservice to ourselves in relationships by telling y'all what we need, what we don't need, what we like, what we don't like, because you become that person in the beginning. And then when you get comfortable, you be like, fuck this. And then that other one show up. And so I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, but then you say things like, my bad, let me fix it. Let me get right. Yada, yada, yada. So I just feel like sometimes you don't know that this person is going to do this, so that he understands how bad this is for you until it happens. And then you can let that person know. And to me, if they continue to do it, then that's something you got to think about.
Right. But Black, at some point, they'd be like, well, you're not paying attention to me. Well, you're not understanding. But then y'all switch up on us. So again, I mean, where's the balance, Black?
I'm so glad you said that, because to me, the best protection comes over time. It's not automatic. You can't manufacture it.
Right.
We just talked about Cardi B. She pays somebody to protect her.
Right.
And so, that person, and Beyonce is famous for having her guards or whatever. They're paid to protect these people. What happens over a period of time as you get to know someone, the Secret Service for the President of the United States, this or other, is the relationship has to build. And so in a relationship, for me, to all the points you guys are making, no, I can't read your mind. I can't read your thoughts. We know that men and women think very differently, but true protection for me comes with over time, as Kenny said, as you're vulnerable and you're revealing that side of yourself that nobody else knows, and earning that trust. Now, to Lady D's point, if you invalidate that trust, that's a horrible thing, you know, for somebody to open up and tell you something that they've never told anybody else, and then you put them in harm's way. So that's where that protection comes from. And I'm proud to say I'm the kind of friend like this. Me and you could argue, we could disagree. There's things I'm gonna take to the grave because it's a violation of who we are as a friend. And then if you're my lover, you know what I'm saying? I love my ex-wife and ex-girlfriends, and I joke around. The stuff I joke around about, I'm talking about nasty bitches I didn't give a shit about. But anybody that I gave a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to hold them to a high esteem, and I'm not going to void or invalidate the trust that was earned. And that's why I've never had a bad breakup. I've never had a bad breakup, and that's because I'm going to protect that to the day I die, you know? And so I'm going to protect them, you know, and I don't care who comes to me, you know, so that for me was earned over time.
Man, fantastic. Well, I want to end this with saying this. As y'all know, me and my wife celebrated 20 years. And what do you get somebody you've been married to for 20 years? Yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Me and my wife, we went out and bought a plant. And I'm going to tell you why I bought a plant. Neither one of us know how to take care of plants.
Something you could do together, though. Learn together. That's what's up.
It's a living organism, and true. what it was it's going to take both of us to take care of that plant,
right?
And we're both going to have to pay attention. If the plant starts dying or if it needs something, it's an opportunity for us to say, "Hey, if that plant needs something, maybe my spouse needs something." And it gives us an opportunity to think about, maybe am I watering my relationship, or am I giving enough sunlight? And it's intentional for me. That's and awesome. What I said, that anytime I deal with anybody, whether it's my children or somebody in my circle, I'm going to always give a gift of a plant to somebody in a relationship, because I want you both to invest in taking care of that plant. Because it's going to live or die by how well you both take care of it. And I challenge anybody, if you're in a relationship, the next time y'all need to get something, go buy yourself a plant. And y'all both take care of it. And if it needs to be repotted, or if it needs to be watered, needs some sunlight, do whatever you need to do, but it should give you an opportunity to think about your partner.
That's awesome.
And the moment you take care of, you see a dying leaf, take it off of there, go do something for your girl, go do something for your man.
I like that.
Just as you do that, man. I'm just trying to help folks. You know what I'm saying?
Because
I
love it. That's
man. It's intentional, right? Because the next 20 years, it's about me and my wife taking care of each other.
That's right.
Already.
So we're looking out for each other. And so again, if that plant over there dying, but I mean, we've been forgetting, we've been neglecting it, right? So again, you can neglect your relationship. So again, it's just a moment. So again, y'all protect your relationship, man, because they're gonna need it. We're gonna need that from each other, man. Because
that's right.
As Devin said, she ain't letting y'all know how vulnerable she is, because she killed y'all. She told you, right? Yeah. So, all right. Well, listen, y'all. Good conversation there. I appreciate y'all. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is Lee Black himself coming to y'all with School Days.
I'll keep it as short as I can, folks. We took a hiatus, and we all celebrated and coming back off of Labor Day holiday weekend. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. And what does Labor Day signify? You know, for many of us, we are in the precipice of fall. And for many of us, it's back to school season, you know. And this has been a very tough week for me coming back. I walked into a shitload of things at work because the mind is flipping over with summer is ending, fall is coming right before the holiday season. And Monday, I start my doctoral program. So,
look at it. Look at
it.
That's what's up, brother.
And I got butterflies in my stomach and all this good stuff. But notice how I said school days. 37 years ago, Spike Lee's movie, School Days, came out about a fictional college, Mission College. And for this new TikTok generation that knows every goddamn thing, do yourself a favor and watch this, because it was such a brilliant movie that depicted life on campus, and it introduced for many people what an HBCU for the very first time. Because growing up in the northern states like New York, we didn't know there was such a thing as an all-black college. And what many people may not know, it spearheaded the idea for a different world from the Cosby Show. And here we are all these many years later. And that film talked about classism, identity, issues of colorism. And one of the most famous scenes at the end when he says, "Wake up," if you remember the movie.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, young actor at the time, battling it out with, forget the name of the other character, because he was trying to get him to understand something more important than just the fuckery and the foolishness. And I know I'm being quaint about it. But why am I bringing this up now? Folks, it's time for us to wake up. I'm talking to my Black people here now. Black viewers who watch this show as we head back into the school season. Folks, the U.S. labor report came out today. I don't know if y'all caught it.
They're getting fired too. I'm sorry.
The national unemployment rate is at 4.3%, but for Black people, it has risen to 7.5%, the fastest growth we've had in over 20 years. We are headed down a very dangerous road. Oh, and in case you don't know, the demographic that is losing jobs and out of work more than anybody else is Black women. Why am I bringing that up, people? There's a cognitive dissonance that we're having amongst ourselves in our effort to show that we belong and to be politically correct and to try to fit in. And we see all these lavish celebrations each year of celebrating high school and this, that, and the other. Folks, it's time to wake up. They're trying to write us out of history, people, and they're doing it in clear sight. And so I talk about this all of the time. I live close to the ground, so I don't have that far to fall. I'm not going back to get my degree because I want to. This is a have to, because I want to be seen as one of them, not one of those. That ugly son of a bitch, you talked about the crypt keeper who running the Cowboys, but that ugly son of a bitch, he got it out for us. He hates your fucking guts. And he is repealing and peeling back laws and attacking the Constitution in such a way that when that report came out today, in many homes, they're applauding to put these niggas in the place that they need to be. And if you don't see what's happening in front of your eyes, you're going to find yourself drowning. We talked about it on this show. It's that thing I talk about, that organization all the time, how we spend and how we do. I'm talking to my Black people now. Gird your loins, tighten your belts, get back to some of the basics, get back to focusing on what's important. Because as we head into the holiday season and we're the ones doing all of the spending, don't get tricked by the okie doke. That character in the movie School Day says, wake up. Folks, we've been sleeping for far too fucking long. They're trying to erase us from the memories of men. Every time we take a few steps forward, they're pulling us 3 steps back. You think about what happened in Oklahoma City, Black Wall Street and things like that. It's happening in plain sight. So what do we do about it, folks? Stop focusing on the fuckery and the foolishness that's happening at that office. They are awarding a narcissist with the one thing he loves the most, attention. Folks, turn your attention to where it matters. Taking care of your household, arming yourselves to fortify yourselves to wait this motherfucker out and do so with class, dignity, but at the same time, we gotta be smart. It is not the time to go out there spending on houses, cars, this, that, and the other. We got to get back to the fundamentals, people, because they are trying to erase us from the memory of men. And if we don't wake up, that daze is going to put us to sleep permanently. Wake up.
Thank you, Brother Fishburne. Lee Black Fishburne coming to you live. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Always. Man, there's another report, man, that talks about, how the gap ratio from generations, man, and like where the boomers, their children were doing better than them, and then our children are doing better than them. But now they done fell off past us. They're not doing better than us, man. The economy just ain't there no more.
Gloria sound like me.
What she say? We going to war.
Your kids is not in a position to buy a house.
No.
Car notes are $800.
Crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Matter of fact, what it said between the 80s and the 90s, average person buying homes were 26. Now it's 36. You can't buy your first home till you're about 36.
Nope.
And then so man. So appreciate that, brother. Again, y'all. Listen, this show is meant for you guys to take you away from life for just a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, put something in that brain of yours to help you out. So great show today, man. I appreciate y'all. And as far as I know, we're gonna be on next Friday. So y'all. And what the family said, I ain't gonna go on. Yes. And what the family said. But all right, y'all, listen, from Mondays to Friday, it don't matter. Y'all know who's going first.
Already. You know who leading off this relay.
Yes, sir. Me. Thank you, brother Kenny.
And as my good brother Lee Black says, this show always goes some sort of organically in a direction that you never imagined. And brother Brenton talked about the plant that he bought for he and his wife. And I was just thinking today about my family tree.
Yeah.
I got a new branch on my family tree.
Congratulations.
My grandson, Honest Kwawi Mitchell, was born August the 28th, 2025, 7 pounds, 11 ounces. And it just got me to thinking as a father and now as a grandfather of 2, a granddaughter who's 11 and a grandson that's just barely a week old, that the biggest title, the most proud title I can ever carry, no matter what I do, I'm 56. I ain't got much, my years ahead of me is probably a lot less than the ones behind me. But the greatest thing that I can ever say that I was a father and I was a grandfather. That means more to me than any other degrees or whatever or anything like that. And then to hold my grandson, who I'll call PQ, Prince Q is his nickname. That's what he is, because he is my prince. And my granddaughter is my princess. And so that just means a whole lot to me. And I just want to say this to a lot of the misconceptions that the media in the world has put out there about black men, about being in their children's lives as black fathers. We there. Don't believe the hype. We in our children's lives, regardless. So don't believe the hype. We are involved. We love our kids. And obviously there's going to be some bad apples because they're going to get the limelight, but we generally, black men, we love our children. And as I say, again, I want to give black fathers some love because, again, I'm in my feelings about being a grandfather again. So shout out to my Prince Q, Honesty Kwawi Mitchell. Pop got you, young fella. That's my final thought.
I love it.
He's busy on a lot of Fridays because he got him a new love interest, but he'll be back with you.
Hey.
Sorry, bro.
She's gonna be babysitting. She gonna be damn.
That's right.
I want y'all to start shaming the black fathers that aren't in their kids' life. That's what I want for you good guys that are in your kids' life and that are good men and upstanding. I would like to start shaming those who are not, because unfortunately I have evidence of too many of the contrary. We'll let that go because that's negative. But I have a PSA for the hoes with common sense, not you stupid hoes who live in Texas. Powerball is up to 1.8 billion here in Texas, and I say it's only for the hoes with common sense because you stupid hoes just give it to your man and he'll take it and run off with his side piece. Not you dumb hoes. Y'all don't play the lotto. You don't get to play the lotto. But the smart hoes, please run out to the gas station and buy you a Powerball ticket for 1.8 billion. And if you win, that man that showed up and draws at a PlayStation, you can put his ass out. Get the peace you deserve in your house, because now you don't have to split the bills with nobody. Go on and buy you a ticket, girl. That's it. Congrats, Ken.
Thank you, Lady D. Appreciate the love.
All right,
Lady
sir.
D she gonna advocate for the hoes. I love the hoes. I've also been a I'm not a papa, but I've been a granddad for a while. So, son, bring those little bastards to see me around the holiday time. That'd be cool. Well, they are bastards.
You know what, boy? Y'all know how to spoil them.
I'm sick of that. I don't need to know about that.
But that's not even my final thought.
Thank you.
Yeah, oh boy.
My final thought is a shout out to Lady D and Brother Brenton.
Okay.
Haven't seen you guys in a little while and everything. Of course, I missed you guys and everything. But you know what? I want to thank you guys for being an example of relationships in this day and age. And like Kenny said, the organic nature of this show and where it leads you. It's tough in 2025 to be in a committed relationship. Lady D, I through Facebook friends, I'll peek on your page every now and then. I'm not a Facebook lurker, let me be clear. But when I log in sometimes and I see you on your trips or whatever, and I see your husband, it's a beautiful thing, sweetheart. And that and a little bit that you've shared about your journey to get to that place of peace. And I just love seeing you, how you're traveling, you're living your best life. But I also know that you're real in every sense of the word. Getting your education, taking on a new role, and having gone through the bad apples to get to a place to have somebody to love and respect you in an honest way. It holds out hope for me. And then that brother right there beneath you, to be a shining example of a family man and see what you're doing, Brother Brenton, with your children and there's things you guys celebrate as a family. I peek on your page, to see your kids going to school and the things you celebrate. And then to hear you talk about a plan celebrating 20 years with your wife. Look, I envy that, and not all of us have been successful in navigating, sometimes to no fault of our own. But I want to thank you guys because it's just a beautiful example to know that it's being done in real time with all of the challenges in this social media world and all the things, the attack that is on marriage and relationships, because we're bombarded with the noise telling us why we should chase hoes and why we should be this and we should be that. And to see you guys doing it every week and hanging in there, I'm just so proud to know you, because it's a beautiful thing for me that I know it's real. It hadn't gone anywhere. And there's still healthy, wholesome relationships out there. And as much of this crazy shit that I say, I want what you guys have. I truly do. So I love knowing you, and I thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, man. And for sure, know that ain't nobody perfect.
Yes.
And I'm not even trying to front like we are. But again, it ain't none of your business. I'm just trying to tell y'all what can help y'all get better.
Y'all kind of know I'm a little bit not shit, but it's fine.
But most men like a woman with a little bit that's not.
That's
shit.
right.
So that's gonna be honest with you. We
right.
kind of like that. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. No, we want you to be a little crazy, but
That's right.
Don't be hysterical, but you could be a little crazy.
You're crazy.
I'm a calm crazy.
Yes. So no, listen, I definitely appreciate that, man. Again, it's a lot of people fronting on this internet, and again, I'm not doing that.
Hey, did y'all see that about Derek Jackson? I'm sorry. Did you see about Derek Jackson? He messing with his ex-wife about her wearing his last name. Did y'all see that? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And
I can't
again,
stand his punk ass, and I can't stand the dumb hoes that follow him. Every hoe, I wish I knew where they live so I could send them a message. I want to send a goddamn somebody with. You remember back in the day, you could send somebody with a telegraph, like a singing telegraph to their house. I want to go to every one of their house, somebody sing a song about them being a dumbass hoe, but still following this man.
I'm gonna reset for final thoughts.
This is a test.
We are on
I lied that. That was an alley-oop to me today. That was an alley-oop to Lady D, because I damn sure what she had to say.
I'm telling you, please, yes, by all means. But no, yeah. So again, I just this is a space for us, and again, it's not necessary for us to tell y'all all the things we go wrong, but whatever's helping. That's what I feel like is necessary to need to be talked about. Again, if you're in my circle, yeah, I'll be transparent again, but that's in my circle. So again, but as far as man, listen, if I got something that can help, Devin got something to help, Lee got something, Kenny got something, that's all we doing. Anybody saying we perfect, because y'all can get on here and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, but y'all didn't put a show together, y'all didn't put up an intro, an outro, you didn't find 3 other people that want to talk about. Again,
that's true.
So again, like I told, listen, there are people who hate, but again, I always tell y'all the feeling is mutual. You hate me, I feel the same. Look, I messed up. So I feel the same way about y'all. All right, so here's my final thought. Listen, we know this statement. If beauty is at the eye of the beholder, is beauty what's your beauty secret? If there is a beauty to you, on the outside, do you have any beauty secrets? I know more so for the women, y'all gotta have that. But men, I'll tell you, like, one thing I guess is a secret, not a secret, but we just don't do it. Y'all should drink a lot of water, help your skin.
That you already went. That's what I do. I drink a lot of water.
You do, man. That skin is nice and chocolate.
It is.
It's chocolatey. Yeah, that's what the women told me.
You do have nice skin, Ken.
Thank you, Lady D.
All right. Well, we have Kenny's secret. Lee, Devin, what's y'all secret to beauty?
My secret is water, naps, and not giving a damn.
That's a good secret.
That's a good secret.
Tori said, "I'm still singing."
I concur with my sister. Not the water. I don't drink enough water. But I would say sleep for me. Definitely, that stage of not giving a damn, and my honesty.
Okay, well, listen, I love it, y'all. Yeah, I love it all together. Well, listen, here it is. If there's any secrets that are out there that are beauty secrets, I'm probably going to expose one of them. So here it is.
Yeah. Woo. Hell to the no. To the no. Hell to the no. What?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, wait. You know what? That gives a whole new meaning to the word facial.
If it wasn't the same talk about Black's favorite singer, I sure would let y'all know. Listen, that's gonna be in the new R. Kelly documentary.
That had to be one of them shithole countries that Donald Trump talks about.
Oh, stop it, Black. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, I don't know what kind of secrets everybody have, and clearly that's one. I'll just let y'all know the age-old saying is that beauty is simply starts inside, not on the outside.
Straight nasty. You got to be freaking kidding me.
That cow been pissing for a minute. Y'all hear me?
You got to be freaking kidding me.
Yeah, no.
Yes. So again, listen. The outside beauty fades, but not on the inside. That'll last as long as you have it, and it's hard to spot for a lot of people because it just really ain't never there. So y'all learn to be more beautiful on the inside than you're on the outside, because again, y'all may be having people pissing on cows, pissing on folks.
Yeah, don't let no cow piss on you. That's good. Damn. Yeah, it ain't gonna get your skin ain't gonna be clear. It's gonna be something else. You're gonna look like you got leprosy. You better not let no goddamn cow piss on you.
Miss Tori said they do that in Kenya for real.
Oh, do they? See, Black, stop, Black. Stop.
All right, y'all. Well, listen, that's Devin, that's Kenny, and that's Lee Black, and we'll see y'all in 7 days. We out of here. Peace.